Welcome to Plan Voodoo. I'm your host, Derek. And joining me as always, Alex. And we have someone on today that's special, that's new. Martin, welcome to the pod.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah, how's it going, Martin?
Yeah, not too bad. Pretty good.
I think we should just give some context behind who Martin is. Martin, how many seasons of Survivor have you seen?
41, 42, and now I'm on 43.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
So he's very new. So I think it's good because you got like me, like I pretty much know every season of Survivor.
Yup.
Derek, like I'd say
I probably know like half.
60. I'd say probably 60 to 70%. And Martin knows what, like 4%? 4%. Maybe. So yeah.
Everything post-COVID.
Yeah. Okay. So today is gonna be the episode 1 recap for season 43. We're gonna go through some of our draft picks. Martin does not know who we drafted either.
No.
So.
But you did ask me for my top 3.
Yeah. So Martin has his top 3. So I think that might be a good way to start. Who do you feel most comfortable with in your top 3 so far?
Well, when you asked me the other day, I had Jesse, Owen, and Justine.
Yeah.
Now, after the first episode, I'm still kind of confident in all 3.
Really?
But my confidence in the other ones I didn't pick has changed.
Oh, yeah. All right, so we'll go through it a bit.
Little teaser there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a weird one. Okay, so we'll go through it. So... What did you think of the first starting? You hosted.
Yeah, I mean,
you're the host. Okay, so Derek, what did you think of the first starting?
I loved the intro. We got pretty much before we even see them arrive at the beach, we got confessionals from like half the cast.
Yeah, they were quick too. That was another thing. There's not like 41 where it was a 2-minute sob story for each one of them. It was just a real quick thing.
Got to know about them, and then Jeff, as always, introducing the cast.
He's weird now.
He's weird now.
He's really weird. He's getting weirder by these seasons, dude.
Oh, wow, he's done this for like 20 years?
Yeah,
Yep.
Pretty 22 probably now.
Since 2000.
Since 99, actually.
99? Oh.
Yeah, 99 was when it first aired. Yeah, he's not as snarky anymore. He cheers contestants on in challenges. He used to be kind of laugh at them. But now this is Grandpa Jeff now.
So yeah, we have the first challenge that they have. We get to see some of their athletic prowess or their mental prowess.
Who was the standout in that one, you think?
The standout? I mean, it's 2 people. Obviously, Ryan had to carry 2 boxes.
I was thinking Ryan.
Yeah.
But there was one person that was smart enough to put the flint in the bamboo.
Yeah, Cody.
And that was Cody.
Cody came in. What? Your opinions on Cody?
I like him more after this first episode.
He's just living.
Him and Ryan.
Ryan? Nah. So, who do you think drafted those 2?
I think you're Ryan. I think you drafted Ryan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No? You drafted Ryan.
I drafted.
Oh, dang it.
I have both Ryan and Cody on my team.
I refuse to draft Cody just from the preseason. I was like, I still really don't. Cody sketches me out. He gives me number 35 Patrick vibes. Where the crazy guy in the Hustler tribe, where he's just fucking bonkers and people eventually... He's a good challenge beast for them, but I think they're going to get tired of his ass and try to vote him off.
He has the type of personality where it goes one of 2 ways. You either like him or dislike him. There's no really middle ground.
I'm one of the dislike. He's too much for me. I would have tried to rally troops, get him off by now.
He's cool. But yeah, that first challenge.
What the?
Cody.
How do you sell elevators? What is an elevator?
I mean, yeah, we can get straight into it. So yeah, they won the challenge. Let's go back to the Vessi camp in which we see Cody kind of target.
He came up with the flint thing too. Let's not forget that. That was clutch.
Yeah.
For the Dwight.
We see him start to target Justine because she's a salesperson.
Yeah. Which is, I don't know, that's pretty smart, I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing is salespeople.
Do they have a rep on Survivor?
Yeah, because Chris Underwood was the one.
He didn't do anything.
No, it's them, psychiatrists and cops that have had, or lawyers mostly.
Cops and lawyers, yeah.
Cops and lawyers, and now salesmen, I think, are getting bad reps. Cops because of Tony mostly. Lawyers because they're fucking lawyers. And salesmen, I guess, is new thing where people are going after salesmen.
Salesmen I get because the final jury, you're supposed to pitch yourself.
Yeah, and they're hustlers in a way.
You're good at speaking, so.
Yeah. So, I drafted Justine. I'll just spoil it for you.
Okay, so you got Justine.
Yeah.
His second pick.
Oh, that was your second pick.
Yeah, because I thought the Red Tribe was going to be like the physical beasts of the tribe. Because I thought Dwight was a bigger dude. Like, I didn't think because Dwight seems more like...
He's big.
He's big, but he seems more like...
He doesn't have that athletic side.
Yeah, I thought he was like big, strong guy. With Cody, I'm like, dude, there's no way they're... And Jesse seemed big, but he's more like cerebral kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So... Yeah, no, I think I made a big mistake there. So I took her second, and I thought she's going to be the one that kind of like is the core of that tribe moving forward, because I thought they were going to come in with the majority at the merge. They still can. I mean, they didn't lose anyone yet, so I still think it's possible for them. But the music, whenever they're talking, they always play dodo music. Yeah. Like, these guys are a bunch of idiots. And then they start a fire.
Shelter.
Yeah, but when the shelter fell, they started a fire.
Did you guys even notice that? Like, when they started the fire, I was too focused on, like, Dwight in the shelter following him. I didn't even see the fire.
I saw it right away. And did you see the fire? Where it starts burning on
where it fell on Dwight, and then it just started up?
Because I remember being like, I was like, the fire.
I didn't see it until she's like, I got fired.
I was more like him, where I was focused on, like, the actual, like, shelter.
I was the other way. I didn't really notice Dwight was under the shelter. I knew that the fire started because they were talking about that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, they're lucky. I mean, this is a little spoilers. You should have obviously watched the episode by now if you're listening to this, but they're lucky they won immunity, because once that tribe loses their flint, they're like SOL in my mind.
Yeah. No, Matt. Which one do you think they would have chose over their Sweat or Savvy, that tribe, if they had to go to it?
That's a good question.
Because I think Cody's gonna go Sweat. He's gonna be like, let's just duke it out, man.
But
I think he would.
Who else is joining him?
Would push him out of that.
Dwight's not.
Jesse might have.
Maybe.
Yeah, Justine might have too. Or Noelle even.
Noelle, yeah, I could see Noelle.
Noelle or Justine trying to do it.
Okay.
I think NECA.
That's fair.
NECA and Jesse and Dwight would have tried to be like, hey, let's go Savvy. But so yeah, I mean, we'll never know, I guess.
I mean, yeah, it's a good transition. So we saw the two tribes. They had to make a choice. So with Martin only having seen 41, 42, and now 43, this is the standard for him. Seeing tribes have to make a choice. This hasn't
always been.
Between Sweat or Savvy. It started in 41.
Mostly you just go to camp and
the whole flint thing is new, isn't it?
Losing your flint?
Yeah, isn't that new?
Yeah, that is.
That's new as well.
You used to trade flint for like fishing equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
If you were dumb. But no, this is new where you lose your flint, and no rice is kind of relatively new. They did it before, but it used to be when you got back to camp with your tribe, you used to just build a shelter and get ready. Like, it used to be none of this Sweat and Savvy shit. This is new stuff.
So I guess before we go into what each tribe chose, I just want to pose a question to you. If you guys were on Survivor and you're faced with this choice, obviously circumstances matter, but which route do you think you would choose, Sweat or Savvy?
Looking back, I probably would have tried to choose Savvy, but that would have been a bad mistake for me, because that fucking puzzle was difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? What about you?
I think I still would have gone Savvy.
Savvy?
Yeah.
And the other thing was, when they said, we can dig, I thought they meant the whole fucking beach. And I was like,
I was thinking that too.
I was like, no way.
Cut to like that graphic where they highlight the square.
And then I was like, okay,
that's a different. That's not as
yeah,
bad.
I thought it was the whole beach, like that Amazing Race challenge with the sandcastles.
When Ryan and Gio do that in like half an hour.
Yep.
I mean, it's not that.
Yeah, he came up with a good strategy too, but
he found it right away.
30 minutes.
They got lucky.
Yeah, and it was in the shade kind of too, so.
It was.
Yeah, I thought it was like the whole beach. So like, hey, figure it out. This could be anywhere else, but be like, fuck that. Let's just go Savvy.
And then we saw the Baca tribe struggling. A lot of smart people in that tribe, in which we saw the young 19-year-old college student from BYU, Sammy.
Pet cremator too.
Pet cremator, a lot of jobs.
Hybrid business owner.
So do you think his strategy would have worked out of him not showing off his knowledge? Because he held off.
Yeah, he did, because we talked about that a little bit. He didn't solve the whole puzzle. He just gave him a little hint.
Yeah, he pushed him in the right direction.
Yeah.
I think it's so early, it doesn't matter that people will forget it. But if it's indirectly in a challenge where immunity's on the line, people will remember if you did well or not.
Well, he does with him and Gabler at the end.
Yeah.
He also made fire.
Yeah.
Okay, so Martin, who do you think chose?
Sammy did too.
Oh, who chose Sammy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I chose Sammy. First overall. Second overall. He was my first pick.
Yeah.
Oh. And it was going to be his last pick.
Oh, really?
He did not want Sammy. I could
Youth is like a death sentence on Survivor.
That's what I was going to ask him. Is it that youth thing?
Yeah.
Because even Sammy lies. He says that he's 22 now.
He wasn't the first person. Michael Yerger did that.
And Michael's very polished, and I'm getting shades of that with Sammy now.
And I think
I'm watching him.
Xander might have been able to get away with it too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a new archetype they're going after. I talked about new archetypes. I think that's a new one. The young guy that seems older than he is, the old soul young guy.
So do you think Sammy made the smart choice in kind of pushing the people to solve the puzzle?
Yeah, I still think Sammy's going to win now. I think if anything, this was.
But he also showed that he can make fire like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. I think he's becoming more and more impressive. And he's funny.
Has.
Yeah. So I'm actually really happy with that pick. Everyone was... I even called you, and I'm like, hey, what do you think of Sammy? And you're like, Sammy? I don't know.
You didn't call him?
Yeah, No, I'm talking like before we started all this. I called you about Sammy, because you like Jesse. You were high on Jesse. And I was like, what else? I was like, I'm thinking I'm going to cheer for Sammy. You're like, Sammy? I don't even think he's... don't even know where that
I didn't
is.
think too much of him at the moment.
But no, it's the same Las Vegas kid. He's doing it for the Southwest.
I mean, yeah, he has a pretty good chance. I would definitely, if we did a redraft, maybe we would maybe halfway through the season.
Like a merge
He's definitely
draft?
not going to be last for me, but maybe not so much near the top. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
no, we're not redrafting. I know.
Well, no.
You're shaking in your boots now.
The draft we have exists, but like
a merge draft after the merge.
No, I'm
maybe
keeping my
rankings.
team.
Maybe
It's because
rankings.
all my guys are going to be there, and he's only going to have 3 people
Draft
left.
is an operative word for Alex, so maybe we just do a power ranking.
Okay, we'll do that. He'll be number 1 then. It's like, that's whatever. I just picked a good team.
But yeah, so
did you guys notice that there's no Canadians in this season? It's all just Americans.
They're like, fuck these guys. They won 2 seasons in a row. They're like, we gotta get rid of the Canadians.
Oh man.
But yeah, no, that is new. It's most diverse like location cast I think we've seen in a while too. Except there's like
there's a lot.
3 Phillies.
Some
2 now.
LAs.
2 now.
2 Calis.
2 Honolulus.
2 Honolulus, which was the first time they've had a Hawaii.
Yeah.
There's 2 people from Honolulu. But yeah, go ahead, Derek.
We pretty much most of the next like half hour or so that we see in the episode, we pretty much get to know the cast even more, like every single contestant.
I actually like that a lot. Like, I think I talked to you the next day. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm really happy they actually gave everyone screen time.
They spent a lot of time at the tribes.
Yeah, instead of advantages, like last season or last 2 seasons, like I knew the advantages more than the characters. Mm-hmm. This time I actually know
no
the
amulet.
No amulet. Thank you. No hourglass still, hopefully.
It's been confirmed.
Yeah. I still think they're going to come and be like, fuck y'all. We got it. Just kidding. You got tricked. But I think, we had a lot of character stuff. Anyone stand out to you? Just in those, because I think from the time the Sweat and Savvy, there was
before the boats arrived?
Yes. Was there anyone in that kind of transition that, kind of stood out?
Lindsay. For me.
Lindsay's
Ellie was one of the standouts.
Ellie was a big one.
Ellie.
And I don't think Red really had anyone except Cody. Jesse.
Out of everyone on Vessi, it was Jesse.
Well, Cody was the mouthpiece of that tribe.
He was.
But I think he like I said, he's got a Patrick arc where I think he's going to explode.
They kind of wanted it to be Justine.
You
with
think?
her starting the fire.
Maybe. She had the whole thing where it's like, I'm determined to do the fire. So they spent a lot of time on that for some reason.
Yeah.
I was expecting more out of Jesse.
I was too. The 3 or 4 things we got from him were pretty good though. In content.
They were really good. Yeah.
So I'm not. Don't ever count Jesse out.
I underestimated.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I still would have got him regardless because I wanted my top 3, but
if that gave it away, I got Jesse.
I figured that you got Jesse.
I got Jesse 3rd overall. From you. I looked at your scouting report.
Yeah, Jesse's a great pick. I see the vision now.
Yeah. So,
I'm trying to bring it up because I saw it over here, but on the Survivor subreddit, they always keep track of the
confessionals. Yeah. Derek sent it to me.
Okay, you did. Okay.
Yeah, I think we have it. So we might.
And we will attribute, of course, to the.
We're gonna do that last. We'll do that last.
I'll just
go into the confessional counts and everything, and we'll probably go talk about who's got the winners at it right now.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But yeah, moving on. Pretty much, the boats arrive. Kind of get the idea of what it might be. Oh, everyone's gonna.
Yeah, you just knew Gabler had to go. That was what the producers wanted. They wanted Gabler to go.
But what do you think of the way they made the decision? Like counting the numbers. I've never seen that
finger
before.
one.
Fingers, yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah, I don't.
But I mean, it's the same as like drawing straws. You know?
I
It's
guess.
like, it's just like a random draw.
Yeah, but no one really wanted.
Should someone stick their neck out to go, or do you think it's better to hold back?
Didn't Dwight
Kind of did.
Yeah.
But then Cody targeted him right after. He's like, I think he's lying. No one did that to Dwight, or no one did that to Carla or Gabler.
Gabler came back and just told up the story.
But so did Dwight. But immediately people were like, or Cody at least was like,
but like Gabler went out and did his reveal kind of not too far from them. So
they're not going to believe you regardless.
Yeah, but I wish we would have saw Carla come back and say, hey, I didn't play anything. I wonder what that tribe would have thought of that. Because everyone knows now, if you go to that island, you're going to be playing for an advantage.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering why don't you just be like, hey, I didn't play anything. And because I'm wondering if Carla got away with it or not, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good question. Who knows, honestly?
So
we didn't get to see.
Yeah, but I'm curious. So what do you guys? Let's just.
Do you think it was a smart move
from who?
That's a good question. To play for the advantage.
I probably would have been Carla's route, not played. But the other thing is you can't come back to camp with nothing, you know, because then it looks more suspicious.
Yeah.
So.
And you can't also just let someone else get an advantage for free.
Yeah. I don't know.
But it's so early in the game, though. I feel like you need your vote still.
That's another thing. So
we saw that in 42.
Yeah, fuck Jenny over. So yeah, I don't know. It's tough. What would you think of Gabler overall, though?
If I saw him in an operating room, I would be like, no.
He's a heart specialist, dude.
Heart valve specialist. Yeah. As I drink a Red Bull.
As a girl. Professional. Props to him for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of Gabler, Martin?
I mean, he's kind of the most interesting, I think, but I don't know.
He's like Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
41.
there you go. That's
41. Dr. Mike.
That's a good.
Yeah.
He's another new archetype. the old crazy dad kind of archetype.
He's the oldest one in the cast here, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
Lindsay's
like 40,
early 40s.
Yeah, and then I think James is actually up there too, 37.
Yeah.
But the closest person to his age on the tribe is Ellie at 31. So he's got some work to do because it seems really unfair in his position. No, NECA's pretty old too.
NECA's around the same age.
Yeah, I think she's 44, something like that. But yeah, Gabler, he's an interesting cat, man. Who do you think drafted him? No, that was me.
Was it you?
Yeah, I drafted
him. It was one of the lost picks. What do you?
Yeah, it was. I think 16th overall.
Yeah,
he was
16th.
It was depending on two other people. I'm like, fucking take Gabler. What about Carla? Yeah, have any feelings about her, guys?
So going in, just kind of reading about her, I thought she would be really aggressive. Maybe not early on, but probably later.
Yeah, we got a lot of false advertising. I feel like.
Yeah.
I felt like she was going to be really, really vicious and trying to I thought she would have played for
the risk.
Yeah, I thought she would have.
I still think she might be.
Maybe
I think later on you'll see it
because there was an editing thing where they're where someone on that tribe said, the sweetest person can turn into a villain, and it cuts to Carla on the boat. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if eventually she's turned into a villain.
I mean, that's a question I'll pose to you guys. Do you think we have a villain this season?
Right now, I think Cody is the closest thing, and I think he's a fun one so far. I'm rooting against him.
I would say that probably Cody right now.
We'll see if there's a late merge villain or something. But no one, I don't think, unless Cody stays in the whole game. I just don't see Cody staying the whole game. Maybe Carla. Why, do you see someone?
I mean, yeah, total in agreement. I think Carla will be later on. It's going to take, she's just waiting for an opportunity to make a move to piss people off.
She's going to be running that. I don't know who's going to run that Girls Alliance, or if it's even going to stick together.
I mean, yeah. Speaking of Girls Alliances, we'll talk about it a little later. We saw something. We saw one that came to fruition that didn't stick together.
Yeah, no, that was. I want to talk about that too, because that's really interesting. So we talked about Dwight. Anyone have any strong opinions about Dwight overall?
Looks like Gabe.
Yeah. Looks like we.
To be honest, I don't have much on Dwight. I actually thought he would be like he'll be one of the first ones from that tribe, that red tribe, I think, to go if they go to tribal.
You think so?
That's what I figured.
I don't think he'll last long.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that.
I don't know, maybe.
I have pretty high hopes for Gabe or for Dwight. I have pretty high hopes for Dwight. Can you guess who drafted him?
Was it you?
Yeah, it was me. Yeah, I drafted Dwight. What did I take him, like 4th overall or
Your
4th
fourth
round?
pick, yeah.
Yeah. Because I picked pretty much everyone on the red tribe.
Yeah.
Except Cody. But yeah, I think that we might as well go into it.
Go into the immunity challenge. That's pretty much what's next.
I was gonna say just finish off who we drafted, or at least on the red tribe. From that tribe, I drafted Noelle and Justine, and Dwight and Jesse and NECA.
NECA's the one from Africa, right?
Yeah, the Nigerian. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was like the second to last pick.
He drafted that whole tribe except Cody.
Yeah. Yeah. So Noelle is the amputee.
The amputee. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think she's gonna win. I don't think people are gonna.
I don't think so either.
If she gets to the finals, she wins.
How many times do you think this tribe goes to tribal
Before merge?
Well, when I was drafting, I thought it was gonna be fucking 0 or maybe 1, and they were gonna get Cody out.
Do you still feel that way?
We'll see how the yellow tribe does, because I can see.
Yeah.
So, well, go ahead. Go.
I mean, I'll give my
Let's talk
quick
to
thoughts
the-
about
yeah.
Vessi a bit. The reason I didn't want anyone on Vessi, I didn't really.
You would have liked Jesse.
Yeah, in hindsight now, but I just didn't see how their personalities of the tribe really meshed, and I still don't see that for them getting far. Maybe those, like Alex said, they could win their way through to the merge. That's possible, but I just don't see a winner out of that tribe other than Jesse at this point.
Not Justine.
No.
I still see Justine. She could potentially win. It's not as strong as it was going in, but she still has a little bit of editing stuff where I think maybe she can win. But most of my cards are on Jesse now.
Yeah, and that goes, I guess, into how I constructed my draft, which was centered around the other two tribes. And thankfully, Alex gave me the right to pick first because we both wanted the same person.
Who do you think you took?
Owen?
No.
I took Ellie
Not
first.
Ellie.
She's the one that pushed the vote.
Yeah, we
on the
both
first
wanted
episode.
Ellie. This is the thing I want to get into. Okay, so now I think yellow might get fucking decimated.
It's possible.
And
Leading up to the merge?
Yeah, I think it could, and I think Ellie could
I think
have.
Sammy's next.
I don't think Sammy's next.
I
think Gabler's next.
But he has his immunity.
Yeah, I don't think he had his meeting this time. And he was like, "I'll play my shot in the dark." I was like, "What are you doing, Gabler? Come on, this is who works on your heart."
But he's trying to be that like noble guy.
Yeah,
He's like, I lost the challenge.
But he started watching the show when he was 30, so I don't know. It's not like he's Rupert, so I don't know. I think Gabler's next, but I think Ellie is gonna play like much like a Shan type character.
She's playing hard,
and it's funny how she was like, "I want an all-girls alliance," and then right when they go to tribal, she's like, "Fuck that noise! Time to vote off."
I mean, losing a challenge changes shit.
Yeah.
It's one challenge, and they're saying Mariah was
but that tribe was all kumbaya, like this is the final 6, and then shit hit the fan.
But they were saying Mariah was the weakest one. Mariah wasn't.
Yeah,
she made over that balance beam first before anyone else.
The weakest one was obviously Gabler, but he was
kind of. But Gabler works hard around camp.
Yeah. But who cares about who works hard around?
Yeah, you got 23 days left. Come on, you're good. You'll make it. So I don't know. I think Ellie is weird. I think Ellie's playing a good game so far, but I think she's.
I'm worried.
Really?
I'm worried.
You want to make a trade?
No, I'm not. I'm sticking to my guns, but man, she's definitely playing hard.
Yeah, no, she's playing hard, and I think she could become a villain towards the end. I think
100%.
She's on a very Shan trajectory right now.
It's possible.
Very nice, and then she's going to become more and more kind of cutthroat, which I'm here for.
Do you think she'll have like her little ally? So like how Shan had
right. That was Janine.
It could be, or Sammy.
It's not Sammy.
Who knows? Or Owen for that. I think Sammy's in a weird spot, but I think he's too valuable to that tribe for a little bit.
All right, so I'll just do a quick recap of the drafts and get some insight from Martin.
Do you want to talk about the blue tribe a little bit? Just going.
I mean, I'll just say the people that I drafted, since you said you had most of Vessi. I drafted Ellie, my first pick. I drafted Owen with my second pick. And then later on, I took both Janine and Mariah.
Yeah, I really wanted Janine. He took Mariah. He's losing so far. He's losing. So let's not forget that.
I thought the four of them would work together, and it almost happened.
Almost.
Also, both of his people were on the hot seat last night.
Yeah. Owen
and Mariah. So I'm curious about actually both of you guys. What do you guys think about Owen moving forward? We'll start with Martin, I think, because I'm
not as confident.
as
before, but I still think it's early. Like it's still early, so I don't know. I think maybe he does more later.
He was playing hard.
Really. Like if I hear your name.
Yeah, that was the funniest thing where he's talking to Gabler. He's like, if I hear your name, I'll say.
And then he goes and does it like everyone else in the track.
Yeah, that's what Swati did last season, and that messed her up. So how confident are you with Owen now moving forward?
I'm still confident.
Yeah.
It's one episode. It's tribe dynamics will change now that there's 5 left.
Yeah, like I said, he
could be in. There's probably a clear 4. I would say Gabler's kind of with his age difference on the outside looking in.
And Owen was the only one that got a name in the credits too.
He asked for it.
He did ask for it.
And they gave it to him, so I don't know. I'm curious. The community seems to really rally behind Owen. However, I don't know. I don't see him moving forward well. I think he's going to struggle. I could see almost a charisma arc for him.
No. It's one episode.
Yeah.
That's what I boil it down to.
What about Janine? I feel so bad for that girl. They keep putting her in these, like, power...
Do you see her chin?
Yeah.
Did she get cut or something?
Yeah, I think it was when she was going under the log. But they keep putting her in these hero moments, like trying to get the key off. And then
trying to dig
under. And then trying to dig under.
Yeah,
like, and I'm like, why are you guys putting her in these hero positions? They should have put Sammy or something.
Yes.
But they keep putting her. It's weird. It's weird that they keep putting her in these the clutch moment situations.
Yeah, I mean, just a few tweaks that if that Baka tribe made, Sammy digs, Janine maybe does the puzzle or the tilt puzzle at the end.
Anyone besides Gabler.
Maybe you have to have Gabler.
I don't think Sammy was bad at the thing. I think he was a little impatient.
He was fine.
He was a little impatient.
They didn't have
you can't blame him because I think Gabler was the one just not holding it up.
That's at least what the editors is showing.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I've heard people saying Janine has winners at this point. Idle Out picked her to be the winner.
Funny enough, we'll get to it, but she only had one confessional the entire episode.
That's what I was going to try and bring up later.
But she also talked to Jeff first. He was the first person that he asked. So you could also put that in there. And I mean, Erica only had 0 confessionals the first episode. So
yeah,
but she was also, I think, on screen a lot too.
So who Janine or Erica? Yeah, Janine was a major character.
And
I think
her one confessional was a big one.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is I think everyone got enough speaking time this season so that it was no one really got purple edited.
I think going forward you'll get a lot of screen time for a lot of them because I think they've upped the runtime of each episode. Next
week is an hour. We should have started a campaign to get people to watch the second episode. Everyone needs to watch the second episode. I don't care what you're doing, just have it on in the background, okay? Because it's an hour and a half, and I think Survivor or CBS is saying, "Hey, let's see if
an hour and a half works."
Yeah, let's see if people watch an hour and a half. So if we get 10 million people to watch that episode, I think they're gonna be every episode is gonna be an hour and a half moving forward. But I digress.
You'll have 2 for the intro, and then for the finale, and then everything else will be an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's fine. I love that. I think next episode is gonna be a two-person boot episode.
2 tribals?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be 2-person.
It's possible
boot. Because they did that for 41. First episode was 2 boot, and I think they were gonna do
fully contested.
Yeah, they pulled. I think it was gonna be a 2 boot episode too. I think this episode is gonna be a 2 boot. So I think yellow and blue are gonna go tribal, and I think we can expect that because red's not gonna go tribal.
I mean, someone's got to sit from that tribe.
Becca.
Yeah, sure.
So. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So.
And then the last tribe we haven't covered really, Coco.
Named. Hey, let's give our boy Connor a shout out here.
Yeah.
Name the tribe.
Let's give a shout out to one of our fans, Connor, who listens to the podcast.
He's the first fan we ever had. I think.
Look at that.
First fan that's not us.
Responded to a question. I said I would put it out as a question, but I realized I could only put one question. But he still responded nonetheless. Coco, due to its it's basically means chocolate plant. Appreciate the love. Appreciate you giving us that insight.
Thanks, Connor.
Thank you.
Connor's flocked to me, dude. I've had like 4 best friends named Connor, and now this guy Connor. So, me and Connor's, we have, I don't know, we're just tight.
And then speaking of Coco Tribe, we had one other person. My question for our debut episode was, who do you believe will be the winner of season 43? Zachary said James Jones.
Oh, he's got to keep his pants on.
I was laughing at that.
Yeah, no, that was pretty
Because first is like, so it's that ramp, right? And like that's where he loses it, and then there's this wide shot where like everyone's on that.
Is it where he's carrying his pants?
Yeah, he's carrying his pants as he's walking towards like to get to like.
Yeah, I just saw where he's just walking. He's holding his pants. They're like, put your pants on. No, I actually, if anyone, I would say he drafted James.
I drafted James.
So I would say
my 4th pick.
Yeah, I would say of everyone that I saw this episode, that's the one I feel most upset I didn't get. I like James the most, I think, from your team. Besides Ellie. I couldn't get to Ellie. But James is the one I think I wish I would have taken. I don't know still if I would have taken him as high as what you had him. But I wish I would have.
I took Ryan 3rd. I thought maybe Ryan and James would work together.
Yeah.
I think
it's still to be determined.
I think Ryan is the guy where they're like, we can't boot him because we need him for the challengers or for camp. I think he's that guy for that tribe.
Yeah, but how long is that he going to be that guy? I mean, I think he'll be. I think Gio's going to go next on that tribe. But yeah, I think we'll see. I got hopes for Cassidy.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know how that tribe's going to play out, but I have a feeling James and Lindsay will be on the right side of it.
I think you're going to see that. I think you're going to see the women's line stick together on that tribe. I think the way they edited it, where they showed the yellow
James
tribe
with 3 women.
Yeah, and I like how James. We'll talk about James a little bit, but I like how the yellow tribe was like, we're going to stick together, the women, and then it cuts to the blue women saying we're gonna stick together, and then eventually later in the episode Ellie's like, fuck the women, let's go after Mariah. So I think it's gonna be an edited thing where the women of that tribe stick together, and I think Lindsay's gonna be the ringleader of that tribe for the women. So, which makes me nervous because I didn't want Lindsay. I did. Yeah, I took Cassidy, which that might have been more of a temptation kind of thing. But she's not in a bad spot. I think she's just going to be probably a middle of the road character.
Yeah, I don't see any rifts with that tribe. Like the other tribes.
See what Carla does. Yeah. I think
there's clear rifts. Like you have Cody on the Vesey tribe.
Yeah, he hates everyone.
He's causing some chaos, and then you have Gabler on the Baca tribe, who's kind of just at the bottom, more so rather than causing issues. The Coco tribe, we kind of don't know how the dynamics are going to play out once they have to go to the first tribal council.
Yeah, you do see a core 4 forming with the women and James, and I don't think James is going to split from that because I think he likes the idea of being at the bottom to where he can kind of work his way up. Because I think he's using them as kind of like a Jeremy method, like they're the social. They wouldn't be meat shields technically. But
they're seen as a 3.
Yeah, they would be a shield to him though. So they wouldn't go after James. They'd more likely go after.
So like James can ride their vote.
Yeah, kind of. James would kind of be like use them as a shield so that they would be the bigger threats.
And if people are like, let's get them out, they're like, that's a clear 3.
Let's hit Cassidy or Carla or Lindsay rather than James, the guy that's just kind of walking along with them. But I like James. If you want to trade,
no, you want me to trade. What you trying to trade? He's trying to trade his 2nd pick, Justine.
Yeah.
For James?
Yeah. I would trade.
Sounds like regret to me.
Not regret. It's just I like James more.
What do you guys think of like the challenge?
It was good. What'd you think of that drone shot they did at the start?
At the very start, when we go to the tree.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna talk to Martin about this.
Like they upped the production.
Yeah,
dude. Like,
I'm wondering because that might have been an IMAX shot because they have IMAX cameras for this season.
Do they?
Yeah.
So on a drone. That's wild.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Because they did it for that and then for the challenge too.
Like this TV show, The Challenge. What are we talking about?
No, for the actual first immunity challenge.
Oh, okay.
They used the
one above?
Yeah, they came in, but they did like the whole like sweeping thing.
They did to come into the first challenge.
Yeah, I'm wondering if those are what the IMAX. I think you really don't put an IMAX camera on a drone though.
No, but I don't know. Either way, they changed
it was
a little bit. It was
nice,
pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember being like, I'm gonna ask Martin about that. Right? Because that was a cool shot.
I noticed it in like the preview because they dropped the first 4 minutes before like the season premiere.
Yeah.
So I saw it on there and I was like, oh shit, I don't know.
No, it was.
stands out in like a good way.
The challenge is the challenge. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Do you guys? I guess the one thing I would note: do you guys enjoy the twist of letting the tribes choose the puzzle they want to do at the end?
I mean, this wasn't a twist. They've done it before. They did it in Heroes vs. Healers. Which one?
I guess twist is a strong word.
Like the choice. I don't know. I mean, it's not. Which one would you chose?
The Blue Tribe Coco, I would not have chosen the long path one because it who knows how big your lead is. You could get fucked hard.
Yeah.
I would have chose the one that goes straight.
Yeah, that was my pick. The one that the red one picked.
I actually like the yellow one more.
It depends, but it also depends like when you arrive at that station. If you're first, second, or third.
Yeah, and
if you're third, you're stuck with whatever.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, but like, if I was the red tribe, I would have chosen the yellow one chose.
Okay, in between the middle.
Because that one, the one going down, seems really hard to stop it at the end. So I don't know. The blue tribe, I think, made the right choice because it didn't really have anything. You couldn't fall off or anything until the end.
I don't know. My thinking of choosing the one that goes straight, it kind of guarantees that your two other tribes that are competing, they're not going to have a quick opportunity to catch up to you.
Yeah.
So already taking that puzzle away from them.
That's basically what it gives you is like if you fall behind in the puzzle, you get that little like Hail Mary that you just as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And see if you can catch up.
And they had to change up their strategy too, which I thought was smart because they were standing next to each other, and then Jesse was like, "Hey, let me
balance instead."
Yeah, let me bow, or you kind of steer and I'll steady it, kind of thing, which I thought was pretty clever.
It was.
But yeah, overall.
And we saw Gabler and Sammy fumble the bat.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sammy was showing it too. He was starting to.
He was visibly frustrated.
Yeah, which is weird. Which that's not good for an edit there.
It's not.
Yeah. So we'll see how
showing his age a bit, maybe.
Yeah, that. But I mean, I felt so bad for Gable. He was like, "I'm trying, man. I'm trying."
I mean, you would think a heart valve specialist would have steadier hands.
Well, Sarit, where she couldn't hold it, so at the final 3 challenge, and she spilled all the puzzle pieces. So we'll see. The challenge is a challenge, but Yellow Tribe lost.
Not much to take to it.
Yellow Tribe lost. Blue Tribe kicked butt. Red Tribe kicked butt, like they're always gonna.
We saw Baca go back to camp, and immediately Gabler said, "I will not be playing my advantage. I will be using the shot in the dark." Not even saying he's not using his advantage. He's like saying, "I will not vote." Essentially.
Yeah. He was immediately taken, like the L. He immediately said, "I was the one that fucked up." I don't think anyone was gonna point fingers at Gabler. Maybe Sammy. But
it's tough because he knows he has the age difference, and that's an easy out for them. But man, you have to use the idol in that situation.
You don't have. Yeah.
It's only good for 2 tribals.
It is.
So might as well use it when you know you're at the bottom.
Yeah, but it was the whole honor thing, I guess. Like he didn't want to do something
old school.
Yeah, which is different era, man. You play as dirty as you fucking want now. So, but yeah, I think we should just try to get a little bit into the tribal dynamics there. Of that tribe, because that's probably the more interesting part.
Of course.
Rather than Gabler is pretty fucking interesting, but I think what do you think is going to happen with that tribe just moving forward? Like, who is I think we all decided Ellie's the big power player on that tribe.
I think it's clear that out of who's working together, at least we know for now Ellie and Janine.
I think those are the strong
together, and the other 3 guys are just kind of floating a bit as of now.
Yeah, I don't think. I think Sammy's going to stick with the girls more.
I mean, that's where the numbers are.
Well, actually, it's not. It's with the guys. If anything.
Yeah, but they're not going to work together.
Him and Owen aren't getting along.
And Gabler won't.
I don't think he minds Gabler. I think that's not his first pick to align with. So I could see him try. It's mostly going to be Janine and Ellie running that tribe.
Do you think Owen waits too long? Because I think one of the things he pointed out was no one's opening up for us to do much.
Owen didn't wait long. Owen tried to start. He was the one that started. I think.
I mean, the way they edited it, they kind of showed him go to the beach to clean up while the other 4 are saying, "Let's get Owen out."
Yeah.
He kind of put himself out of the way of talking to people, which is a little concerning.
Owen was the one that's trying to start the strategy talk, and no one really wanted to join in on it. It seemed like everyone kind of. It seems like people are playing less aggressive this season, which I actually do enjoy. Where people like Jesse was one of those where he's like, I'm not making alliances with anyone. He's like, I want to take a step back and see where everything's going. Blue Tribe really didn't have anything like that. I think Carla at most was kind of like, I have options here. I want to see how that plays off. And even Lindsay was like, I have options to see where this goes. So it seems like no one's on day one being like, this is my guy. This is my guy going to the end. Like Shannon Ricard kind of did. I think it's more kind of like...
It's fluid.
Very fluid right now. We'll see if Tribal Alliance... what happens. I'm not sure. But I think Ellie is going to be running that tribe pretty much. And I think Janine's going to sneak along with her. And I think Janine is in a really good spot moving forward.
100%.
But we'll see if they keep putting her in these like hero roles to where people are like, you know what, let's just vote her off. Like, I can't believe they put her in hero roles that much.
Well, it kind of reminds me of last season. It was one of the girls that you picked. There was a challenge where they had them on that platform in like the boat in like the water, and you have to jump off the top and get the little thing that's hanging.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. And they picked like the shortest girl on like the Green Tribe to do it.
Who was that?
I'm trying to remember what her name was.
Lydia?
Lydia, yeah. They had her do that, but she's like the smallest person, so like, you know, like she's not gonna be able to reach it.
Yeah. No, I don't remember that well. I can see it. I don't know. So yeah, I think I want to hear both of you guys. We'll do each 2 main characters each. So I think there's going to be 6 main characters. I'm wondering who you guys think. Martin, we'll go with you. Who's going to be one of the main characters moving forward? One of the main 6. Forward. Yeah.
I think Ellie.
Oh yeah.
Just based off this first episode.
Yeah. And then, we'll go around. Come on, you can't get the main 2, okay? You can't,
if we're going one East Tribe, I'll let Alex round out Baca. I know he's going to say from that one. So I'll go with someone from Coco, and I'll go with... I mean, the way they set it up, I'd have to say Carla was going to be a main player.
Ooh. I don't know. I don't get any strong, like... I don't know, main character vibes, I guess. I don't know. Maybe Carla. I don't know about Carla. Even though I want her to win. Because she's one of mine, but... I don't know. I'll clear out the Baca, though. It's going to be Sammy. Sammy's going to be, I think, one of the main characters moving forward. And we'll see about Gabler, maybe? If he sticks around. Okay, well, I think we'll save him for another part then. You got cooking. Martin?
I don't know what it is. I think there's something with Ryan.
Really?
I don't know why. Like, I think he's just, in terms of, like, in challenges and stuff like that, I think he's good for that. But then there's something where you can maybe spin it into social. I don't know. I think Ryan maybe does.
Do you think you agree with that?
I mean, I have a tough time right now kind of pinpointing how Blue's going to play out. But I do think Ryan will still get far, so as of now, yes.
I would say it would be Lindsay on that tribe.
Okay.
Or James, even. I'll say Jesse.
For Vessi?
Yeah.
Well, I have to go for Vessi, too. So we'll just do it at the same time. Jesse, I'll go Cody.
Oh, God. He's going to flame out, dude. He's not making the merge.
He's just living.
He is living, but I think he's not. I don't think he's living on the island for long. I think he's going to be going to Ponderosa pretty soon.
Yeah.
I would say the mains would be Ellie, Sammy, Jesse, and I would say Lindsay, Carla, and I would even probably James. I would say are the main 6 players. I don't think anyone else from Red really. I think I might have miscalculated my picks.
I mean that goes into our next transition. Is there anybody that you had like preseason hype on that is like dwindled down now for you?
Owen. He would have a lot of hype going into him.
Yeah.
Just as from us, but from
a lot, like just online.
Yeah. Peridium went to high school with him apparently.
I did see that.
Yeah. So.
Well, they went to the same high school, not at the same time.
Oh, I thought he was like a senior or something. Okay, they went to the same high school. But not just that. I think he was big in like the Survivor like community. Like
he's also big in just the CBS Big Brother fraternity because there's quite a few contestants that have went to Tulane that have won the show of Big Brother. So
yeah, that's what I think. Like he's bigger in that community kind of. So
yeah.
It seemed like there was a lot of hype going in with him. Gabler had a lot of hype, but I think it was.
Did he really?
Yeah, but not like he's gonna win hype. More like we want him to win. Kind of like, it would be so fun to see a Gabbler win. I don't know. Was there anyone else that had a lot? I think Carla had a good amount of hype going in. But I think that's...
we drafted her pretty low.
Idle Out had her pretty high.
I saw a lot for Carla. So.
Carla, Idle Out had her pretty high. But I think she didn't come out playing the villain this first episode like people expected. So, yeah, I think those were the main ones that didn't... I think Jesse's still going to have a lot of hype around him. I think Jesse had a lot of hype going in. I think he's going to stick with it.
I saw a lot of people trying to compare Marianne and Mariah.
Yeah,
just because they're so similar, but I was like, I don't think Mariah's...
It didn't work out.
No.
Good pick, Derek.
I thought she'd work with the other Baka members.
No. But yeah, I think those were the main ones that kind of came in with a lot of hype. Anyone surprise you, just straight up? Oh, also, I want to say I'm proud of us because no one was really talking about Ellie, and we were gushing over Ellie. And she had, the most confessionals out of everyone. So, fuck yeah, that just shows you that Plan Voodoo knows what they're fucking talking about. We took Ellie and Sammy. Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
Alex from Plan Voodoo has picked it. And he also said Cody was going to be fucking crazy.
Ellie had 10.
Yep. And I think the next one closest had 9.
It was Cody.
Gabbler.
Gabbler
had 9.
I think Cody had like 7 or 8.
Okay.
But anyone surprise you, I think. Just...
For me,
or someone you wish you would have drafted.
Jesse.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why he wasn't really higher on my board. It was more so...
Because he's a Dodgers fan.
It had to do with the tribe dynamics. I just didn't see how it was going to play out with that tribe. But I do see he's very calm.
Yeah.
And
he's also pretty funny, too.
He is.
And so is Sam.
Hey, Jesse, I know you said no one invites you to parties.
Yeah, you
come
want
to Come to Arizona. We'll throw you a fiesta.
Even if you're a Dodgers fan. Anyone for you, Martin, surprise you? Just like who you didn't think was going to be a good character and just came in as a lot of fun, or someone you're rooting for now?
I didn't think much of Ellie.
Really?
I didn't think she was going to be at the bottom of my rankings, but she wasn't at the top either.
Okay, listen to our first podcast. You'll see how much...
I wasn't gushing over her like you guys were, but now it's changed.
Yeah. Mine was Jesse, or James. Jesse James. Or James Jesse, whatever.
We drafted them back to back.
Yeah. James is I don't think I would have taken him earlier than 4 or 5, but I wish you just didn't like him, so I could have gotten him. I didn't really have much expectation about Jesse or James coming in. I keep calling him Jesse James now. I didn't have much expectations for him coming into the season, but I actually really like James. He just needs to put his pants on, I guess. That's my only condition. They're just going to keep falling off. You just know.
What about you, Martin?
I already said.
Yeah.
Ellie.
Oh, yeah, you did say Ellie. My bad. So, yeah, we kind of alluded to it that next episode would possibly have
2 boots.
So, with that said, I think we should pick 2 people each that we believe will be next gone.
And you say the tribes, too. Like
so
Yellows.
Which tribes are going?
Yeah.
I guess I'll start.
Yeah, you can start. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This one.
Like Alex has said, I think Vessi tribe is in trouble. Which is... Baka tribe is in trouble. Which is unfortunate for them. Because they're already down a member.
Yeah.
And safe ones are probably Ellie and Janine. And I have a feeling Gabler is going to use his advantage, so that leaves Sammy and Owen at this point in time. They probably, I don't know, they might prioritize strength, or Ellie might prioritize people that are willing to work with her, and that might be Owen in her mind. But I'd have to say Owen might be next boot for Baka. And then I would say Coco Tribe wins again, so Vessi goes to Tribal. I think they try to get rid of Cody to no avail, and that's where Dwight goes home.
Okay. I'm going to go a different route. Red Tribe is going to survive, because we all know that's going to happen to the best tribe. Baka Tribe, okay? I think we're going to see Ellie's villain arc start big time. I think she's going to manipulate Gabbler to play his idol incorrectly, and I think Gabler's going to go. I think Ellie is going to pull the old Shan JD kind of move and be like, hey, give me your idol. And I think they're going to vote Gabler off.
That'd be something.
Yeah, and I think that's where Ellie's villain arc starts.
So like she has Gabler play his idol for.
No, she's like, give me your idol so I can trust you.
Yeah, or something like that. And then they're gonna vote like JD and Shan, like where Shan's like, hey JD, give me your immune or like what was it, an extra vote or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they voted JD out. Mm-hmm. So I could see that happening, and I think that's where the arc is gonna start.
Yeah. I
think it'll be a lot of fun, and I think Coco is gonna go. And I think Carla is going to make the decision to vote Gio off.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I think your Baka one's more realistic than mine. Which is funny enough.
Yeah,
it's out of the box.
It sounds crazier, but I think it is very realistic. Just because, when you watch enough Survivor, you see stuff where Cassandra kind of made like aggressive moves like that in 40. Martin, who do you got?
I think I'm gonna say Baka and Red is Vessi.
Vessi,
yeah.
I think they're the two tribes going to council if it's a two tribal council like episode.
Yeah. And that's a big if. We don't know it's two tribal council yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Owen.
You do?
Just because I don't think he has that early connections with everyone else in that tribe.
But Ellie didn't really look like she wanted Owen out. So we'll see.
Yeah,
but they are worried about his long game, they said.
Yeah.
At least Sammy is.
So like that's the thing with the early episodes, I feel like you'll get that one or two person that's like, oh, long game, he's gonna be a problem, so we get him out now.
At least Sammy was pitching that. I don't know if Ellie was. And it seems like the tribe is kind of at Ellie's mercy at this point, where she's kind of running that tribe. And we picked it. We called it, man.
Ellie did kind of keep Gabler.
Yeah.
For herself, so like in the tribe, I guess. So I think she'll just continue if that way, anyways.
Yeah.
So I think Owen is just the odd man out,
dispensable. Yeah.
And then I think Dwight is the guy.
Yeah, we're in agreement.
Yeah. So it's okay. You guys picked very similar.
I was exact.
I picked the more fun route.
I should have gone first because then I was thinking his picks. But no, yeah, he had his points in it.
I mean, I think Dwight. That one's easier to pick because we know he doesn't have a vote now.
Yeah.
So we might not have the numbers.
Yeah, but why would
Cody's already.
He needs 3 votes for him. That's tough.
Yeah, but also they showed Cody on the previous or next episode of Survivor, which always shows that like they never get voted off whenever they're like, hey, this person's gonna get voted off. They always never. So Cody's pretty much safe.
And we probably have to factor in there's gonna be one person getting an advantage next episode more likely.
Yeah, we gotta factor that bullshit in.
Which advantages do you think are in this season?
I think they're gonna still have the Beware.
Plus 1 vote.
Yeah, where it's Beware, take the risk of getting an idol or something, or and risk your vote.
You think that they still have the knowledge is power one?
I hope not, dude. I don't know how it hasn't worked, but I think that should be a message from the gods that maybe this advantage, like it's kind of like the legacy advantage where it never really panned out for anyone. Just kind of let it go.
Will we see if there is an advantage next episode? Are we going to see people tell people that they had it? Like we have.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it's tough. Like especially if you go to that fucking island, everyone knows you're gonna get something. Maybe it's an hour and a half episode because there's an auction, and they're like, "Hey, sorry for not having an auction for like 12 seasons.
That's definitely something.
We're gonna have like a 30-minute auction. That would be awesome."
So that's before I started watching. Is that? How does that work? The auctions. That's way before I started watching.
Well, we'll talk about another auction.
Okay, I don't know how long that would take.
There's a long history of the auction.
Oh gosh.
That pretty much wraps up what we have to say for episode 1.
Sammy's gonna win.
Expect these episodes either Friday or Saturday distribution. That's what we're going to go for, and then moving forward, we'll probably have small, short episodes that we'll release on Tuesdays to give you something to listen to as well. Make sure to give the podcast a follow on Spotify.
Treemail us if you have any ideas.
Yeah, hit us at planvoodoo.treemail@gmail.com for any concepts of episodes that you want to see, or just if you want to give us lovely comments, that's greatly appreciated. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at planvoodoopod. And lastly, I will be putting a question for you guys to answer in the comments.
So what's the question?
I know. I was gonna ask you guys. What do you think the question should be for our listeners?
What was like the previous question?
Next boot.
Well, are you gonna put all 17?
No, I'll leave it open ended.
Oh, okay.
Open ended question. Okay, next boot. I will close.
Or winner. Boot.
I did winner for the preview.
Did you? Okay.
So we'll do next boot for as the question, and just open-ended question, answer it, and I will close that.
Watch next episode. It's an hour and a half. We need attention.
So this is Plan Voodoo, where a split vote is not safe.